The Legend of Hoan Kiem Lake. Full story. English narration. Long ago, in ancient Vietnam, the people lived in hardship. The land was beautiful, but it was under the rule of cruel invaders. Villages were burned, farmers suffered, and the sound of crying filled the air. Yet, in the darkest times, heroes often rise. Among the people was a kind and brave man named Le Loi. He dreamed of freedom for his country and devoted his life to leading the people against the foreign army. But no matter how hard they fought, the enemy was powerful, and victory seemed far away. One day, while Le Loi was walking along a river near his village, he noticed something shining beneath the water. Curious, he stepped closer and reached down. To his surprise, he pulled out half of a sword. Its blade glowed faintly with golden light, as if it were alive. Le Loi looked at it carefully and whispered, "This sword, it feels different, as if it came from heaven itself." Days later, one of his loyal men found the missing hilt of a sword deep in the forest. When they brought it to Le Loi, the two pieces fit together perfectly. The sword gleamed brightly, filling the room with light. Everyone believed it was a divine sign, a gift from heaven to help their people reclaim freedom. From that moment on, whenever Le Loi raised the sword, he felt his strength multiply. The people followed him with hope and courage. Together, they built an army and fought bravely against the invaders. Battle after battle, Le Loi led his soldiers to victory. The golden sword cut through the enemy's power like lightning in the storm. The people began to whisper that Le Loi carried the sword of heaven and that heaven itself was on their side. After many years of war, the enemy was finally defeated. Peace returned to the land. The people crowned Le Loi as their king, King Le Loi, to the ruler who brought freedom and harmony to Vietnam. One peaceful morning, not long after victory, the king took a small boat onto a beautiful lake in Hanoi. The sky was clear. The sun sparkled on the water, and for the first time in many years, everything was calm. The magical sword rested beside him in the boat, shining softly in the light. As the boat drifted across the lake, suddenly, the water began to ripple and swirl. From beneath the surface, a giant golden turtle slowly rose. Its shell gleamed like polished bronze, and its eyes shone with ancient wisdom. The king was astonished. Then, in a deep, echoing voice, the turtle spoke. "Your Majesty, the war is over. Heaven sent you this sword to bring peace to your people. Now, peace has come. It is time to return the sword to its rightful place." King Le Loi looked at the sacred blade. He understood the turtle's words. With great respect, he lifted the sword high above his head and said, "This sword has served heaven's will. It belongs to heaven once more." At that moment, the sword began to glow brighter than ever before. Slowly, it rose from his hands and floated across the water toward the golden turtle. The turtle opened its mouth, caught the sword gently, and then slipped back beneath the surface. The water calmed again, and the golden light faded, leaving only soft ripples dancing on the lake. The king and his men watched in silence, their hearts filled with awe. From that day on, the lake was named Hoan Kiem, which means the Lake of the Returned Sword. Even today, in the heart of Hanoi, you can see that very lake calm and beautiful, with a small tower standing in the middle called Turtle Tower. Many people believe that deep beneath its waters, the golden turtle still guards the sacred sword, waiting quietly as a symbol of peace, courage, and the spirit of Vietnam. And so, whenever you walk by the shimmering waters of Hoan Kiem Lake, remember this legend, a story of faith, honor, and the everlasting love between heaven and the people of Vietnam.